Hey beauties, it's Riri. If you're new here, I'm an over 40 lover of all things beauty, and I'm pretty obsessed with indie brands. Today, it's a full face of new makeup. Alright beauties, before we dive in, please don't forget to thumbs up the video if you like what you see. Subscribe down below if you have not yet. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you get notified of all my videos. And there's a little join button right down there that you can click for information about becoming a channel member. Thank you to my channel members. We are quickly going to dive in because we have a lot of brand new products to test out. Most of this is products that I purchased in the Sephora VIB sale haul. And if you missed that video, I will pop it right here for you so you can go take a look. We're going to be testing out some goodies in our Sephora favorites kit. I have an Alien Cosmetics, now Unearthly Cosmetics palette that I bought at holiday time. I have my big Ofra palette that I got in my Boxy pop-up. I'm testing some Fenty Skin, Makeup by Mario, the Kosas foundation and powder that you guys are going crazy over and I'm dying to test out. We have tons of goodies. We're going to dive in. First up, I want to go ahead and test this out. This is the Fenty Skin Hydra Reset Intensive Recovery Hand Mask. That's a mouthful. I've never seen a component like this before. That is quite strange. Do you just squeeze it? Oh, that's very thick. Okay, I was expecting a lotion. And it is more like Vaseline looking. Oh, that's very strange. Okay, I was not expecting that. I don't mind that though. It's kind of cool. I smell nothing at all. And it definitely feels very reminiscent of kind of straight up Vaseline. We'll see how well it sinks into the skin. That's not always my favorite type of texture. I like more of a kind of very thick, dense, heavy cream. Okay. It does feel nice though. I do like that it is unscented. And it does appear to go straight in. I can already snap. Okay, now that it's on, I do smell something. Maybe very, very light kind of florally scent, but not offensive or anything like that. All right, we'll see what happens throughout the course of the video. Next up, I also want to go ahead and prep and try this out while we're doing the rest of our makeup. It is the Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum Lip Balm. I did get Apricot Glow. That is what the component looks like. Oh, the color is really pretty. Kind of looks like, to me, just a standard cheap little balm. You do turn it up. I'm assuming you can't take it back down. No, you cannot. So be careful in how much you bring up. Oh, okay, that's way more pigmented than I thought it was going to be. Oh, it smells nice. I don't really feel anything just yet. If anything, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of mintiness. It feels quite slippy. I do like the tone of this. I think that's really pretty. I was not expecting that. I was expecting for it to be incredibly sheer. So far, those couple things feel great. I only have moisturizer on my skin and a little bit of the Danessa Myricks like facial oil. We're going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know this is going to be too dark. I got this to go into spring and summertime with, but it is the new Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation. Broad Spectrum SPF 25, and I got the shade Light Medium Neutral Warm 190, and it says it's a clean, skin-improving, medium coverage foundation, powerhouse treatment, and SPF to reveal your best, most vibrant skin without feeling makeup-y. It has hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, peptides, squalane, provitamin B5, arnica, caffeine, and artemisia, hopefully I'm saying that right, flower, and they are a cruelty-free and vegan brand. I'm so excited to try this. So many of you guys wanted to see this. So many of you have already tested this and you love it. So that makes me even more excited. And actually the shade's probably going to be okay. That to me does not scream light medium unless it's darker inside of here. I love the component. I mean, yellow's my favorite color. It is a nice glass bottle and it is a standard 1 ounce. It does say shake well. So let's shake it up. That should be good. Okay, it does have a pump, which I also like, and we're gonna just go in and I'll take a little bit and we'll see what happens. It's thicker than I anticipated it being. That shade is lovely. I don't feel like I'm smelling anything, but I can kind of smell the Fenty cream, so we'll see. I like to start on my hand. You can also start on a makeup palette or whatever is your preference. I'm going to go in with my Love is the Foundation brush. I'm going to pull some product down some, and I'm going to pull it from here and kind of pick up just a little bit of product at a time. That way, first of all, I'm not wasting product, but then I'm not putting too much product on my already dry, mature, textured skin. Okay. And my method with my foundation application is always to press, and I stamp the product in place first, kind of in this general area where I'm incredibly red and have a lot of hyperpigmentation, things like that. So at first impression, I don't smell anything at all. Right now, I'm definitely seeing light coverage. I'm seeing a lot of kind of everything still peeking through, but it is definitely blurring and kind of taking away my redness. Now, once I've kind of stamped this into place, I'm going to go in again and just pull down a little tiny bit of product. I don't want to use too much product. And I'm going to try to see if I can build it up because it does say that it is a buildable formula, and I do see that. Definitely medium coverage, which is plenty for me. And then once I've kind of stamped it in place, kind of where I need the coverage, I am then going to take what little bit of residual product is left on my brush, and I will pull the product to the perimeter of my complexion. And then, of course, we'll get up close and personal. We will compare. We will see how it looks, and then we'll see if it sets down during the course of the video. How does it wear? How does it kind of layer with everything else? I will definitely go ahead and let you guys know. I know on here I look way more fair, but I am definitely a true golden warm undertone. I am going to go out on a limb here. Of course, this is my very first thoughts, very first impressions. You're probably going to want to go up in a shade because I was assuming light to medium was going to take me kind of through part of spring, summer, and it's definitely not going to do that. All right, so initial thoughts. It's definitely looking a little bit glowy, but I am incredibly hydrated right now. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I probably would not do the oil, and if you have oily skin, I would maybe set this down just to be safe. But, oh, it is pretty. I don't feel like I'm wearing anything at all. It blends out really, really well. I don't feel like so far it's emphasizing texture, and that happens a lot for me. I'll get up close in a second. It's not kind of settling right here in my little fine lines. All right, so we'll get up close and personal, as we always do. So you can see I definitely have a lot of redness. I have rosacea, some hyperpigmentation, broken capillaries, things like that. Yeah, it's beautiful. Definitely not full coverage. It doesn't claim to be. I can still see a couple little spots, but all of my redness and everything is dissipated. Everything looks blurred and beautiful. I do not see an emphasis on my texture, which is a big thing for me. It doesn't bother me. I have skin. I'm human. All right, I'm going to do this side, and then I'll BRB, and we'll test out the powder. All right, beauties, y'all. I really like this. The only thing that I'm kind of not liking, and it is my own fault because I kind of overly hydrated, is, and you guys know I love a glow. I love dewy, luminous, glowy, yummy skin. It's a little too much. So just FYI on that. Next up, we're going to go into the Kosas Cloud Set Baked Setting and Smoothing Powder. This is the shade Feathery Sheer Light Medium. If it's like the foundation, it's, in my opinion, probably not going to be a light to medium. It's going to be light. All the Kosas products that I've ever tried, I really, really love the Kosas bronzers, one of my holy grail products, the brow products, the mascara. They are quickly becoming one of my favorite brands. I love the component. I think that is beautiful. And it looks just like the bronzer. And I'm going to go in with my little Beauty Blender Little Puff. And we are going to go in. Again, I am a less is more beauty when it comes to powders because I do have such dry skin. So it probably, honestly, is going to work out great that I was a little too hydrated today. So we can see the before. I'm definitely still very shiny. And actually, my pores and texture on this side are showing up quite a bit. So seeing them in comparison, I actually do see quite a bit of difference. That looks really, really pretty. Okay, I actually do see some blurring. I feel like I'm looking a little dry on my under eyes. That is not uncommon for me. So we'll see how these two set throughout the course of the video, but so far, holy freaking crap. So far, so good. Already in love. Already really feel very beautiful and very airbrushed. Go up a shade, I think. In my opinion, I'm going to go ahead and say that. All right, Joe. Next, I think I'm going to go into our little bag of goodies over here. And I want to try this Tower 28. I know it's more of like a rescue spray or just kind of a hydrating type spray. But it is the SOS Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. That's a mouthful. And I just want to kind of test this out really quickly. Nice mister, but a lot comes out. Holy crap. Yeah, a whole lot comes out. I don't smell anything at all, which is nice. Y'all, my skin, ooh. Let me just get up close. This looks so pretty, you guys. All right, and then we're gonna take the sponge as I always do. And this works even if you have oily skin. If you just feel like through the course of your makeup application, you're just looking a little heavy, things are looking a little bit powdery or a little bit dry, put your spray on, wait for it to be almost dry, and then just kind of press, and you'll see I tap very, very lightly. I'm not pulling or tugging. I don't want to disrupt anything underneath, but this just kind of ensures that everything is kind of blending into the skin, kind of becoming one with the skin, as opposed to sitting on top of the skin. All right, y'all, I'm feeling good. We are feeling good. Now I'm going to go into my Judy brush from the crayon case, and I'm going to go into my Ofra palette. This is the Ofra On The Glow palette. I think, honestly, I'm going to go kind of and swirl in between. I think I'm just going to swirl this one right here and get all the shades together. And I always start, ooh, that smells very nice. I always start, this is also a really good tip. As you can see, it's a little deep for me right now, but that's fine. We didn't blend it out yet. I always start up at the hairline first, and I go in with a fluffy brush. And then I start kind of pushing it out and then blending it down. That is definitely way too dark, and I went in a lot of bit heavy-handed. I'm going to go back into the little Kosas powder over here and put a little bit on my sponge and just kind of tap it out a little bit, and that's going to kind of diffuse it for us. I feel like it's blending well. It's just a little too deep for me for right now. You could go in with some translucent powder as well and kind of remedy it being a little bit too dark. But because I start at the hairline, when I pull my hair down, you can see it looks really pretty and still really diffused, even though it's a little bit too deep. So that's a little tip as well. I'm going to go in very, very light-handed this time. I went in way too heavy-handed. And then I already know that I love their highlighters, but I'm going to go ahead and go right here and pick up a little bit. Lesson learned with the bronzer, a little goes a very, very long way. Yeah, I feel like I look pretty damn good. All right, next up, we're going to go into brows. I only have one new brow product. It's just new to me. It's the Milani Stylo Micro Blading Pen in the shade medium brown. Hopefully this works. And I'll be using my NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara. I'm going to open this up. I'll speed this part up because we don't want to be here for 3 years. However, y'all know what I say if this video gets too long for you. Grab your tacos and your tequila, your milk and your cookies, your Doritos, your Cheetos, your Fritos, whatever is your pleasure, and sit back and relax and enjoy the show. I really like this. I don't know if you guys noticed when I put it up close, it's more of a brush tip, and it was slightly frayed. I thought that was going to affect it, but it doesn't at all. And it took like less than 5 minutes. So, all right, I really like this a whole lot. Now we're going to dive into the Frolic palette by Alien Cosmetics. Again, they are now Unearthly. They are an indie brand and they are cruelty free. And I did purchase 2 of these before holiday time for mine and Kate's swap. This one came in and this shade right here was completely shattered, so I did repress this one. I think I'm literally going to go in with Snapdragon and then put Fairy just kind of all over the lid. Just something very simple and very easy, again, so we're not here for 3,000 years. And I'm literally going to push this into the crease. And then, of course, because I have hooded lids, I kind of come slightly above. If I were to stay right here in my socket, you would never see any of the work that I did. So yeah, I'm just going to push this into the crease. This is a stunning freaking color. And I feel like it goes really good with what I'm wearing. I will try to remember to pop in a picture of what I'm wearing. I just have like a little crop top and then a cropped, like, what do you call this, mesh top? And then some high-waisted jeans. That is my fit for today. I'm only wearing actual real pants because I have somebody coming today for me to do their makeup. Alright, so buildable. You can see when I kind of first laid it down, I started with like a wash of the color. And then we can see the intensity that I am able to build up. I'm going to do the other eye. I think I'm going to pop this green on the bottom and I'll BRB. Alright, we're back. I really like this. I think it's super, super pretty. There's not anything in here, kind of like an intense inner corner type highlight, so I'm just going to leave it like it is. We're going to go back into our little bag of goodies, and I'm going to grab the Ilia Mascara. This is the Limitless Lash Mascara. And of course, it's just a little mini. So far, I'm really loving everything, you guys. I love how the complexion's looking and everything. These are not always my favorite. It's one of the very hard plastic ones. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, there it is on one side, before and after. It's okay. It's not something I would just go repurchase. I'll use it up. I do like that it is a drier formula and it is incredibly black, which I really do like. All right, beauties. I went ahead and took off the Makeup by Mario. We'll get to my thoughts on that in a second. So we're going to go back into our bag of goodies and we're going to finish up this look. I've already tried the Item Beauty lip gloss. I love them. I think they're incredible. So I'm going to pull the Merit. So this is the Merit and it says it's full size, which is really cool. And it says Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil in Marrakesh. I really think that shade is beautiful. I think the component's beautiful. And this is my first time trying anything from Merit. Standard doe foot applicator. I don't smell anything at all. Ooh. Definitely doesn't really look the best with this eye look. It'll be okay. That's nice. Very, very nice. Zero stickiness, not tacky at all. Doesn't feel heavy or anything. It's not super, super shiny, like super glass-like most lip oils are. But I think the compromise is that you get the beautiful flush of color. Like this is incredibly pigmented for a lip oil. We're going to do some quick speed reviews and then we are going to be done. I'm so sorry this is so long. Thank you for bearing with me. If you are still here, I appreciate it. The Fenty Skin Hydra Set Recovery Hand Mask, I really like it. The texture was just a little different than what I was expecting, but it feels nice. I still feel like my hands feel hydrated and I like the component. Strange, but I like the component. The Makeup by Mario Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum. The component's nice, smells nice, feels very, very nice on the lips, comfortable. The tint that it gives is beautiful. I like the shade. I felt zero plumping effect at all, just being honest. If you can get it on sale and you just like a hydrating kind of soothing balm, then I think you would like it. It wasn't plumping in my opinion at all. The Ilia Mascara, it's nice, it's decent, not something I would go repurchase, but if I got it or if it was gifted to me, I would use it up. The Merit Lip Oil, standout product for sure. Both Kosas products, definitely standout products. I assume they would be because I love everything so far that I've tried from them. My complexion looks beautiful and I of course leave a pinned comment or update the description box for you guys and let you know kind of how it has worn. But it looks stunning on the skin. I don't feel like I have anything on my complexion at all. So standout products, I think these are absolutely beautiful. I think if you've been on the fence, especially right now with the Sephora VIB sale, I don't think you could go wrong. I feel like it looks beautiful on the skin. Like the complexion looks stunning. The little Tower 28 spray was nice. I felt like it was hydrating and things like that. It didn't have a harsh scent to it, but the sprayer is quite aggressive. Just keep that in mind. The Milani Weekend Brow Eyebrow Tint, I think it's a beautiful product. I like the shade. We'll see how it wears again throughout the day, but so far so good on that. The Fairy Frolic palette, I think it's beautiful. The matte blended well. The shimmer looks really pretty as well, so I really like that. The Ofra palette I really like. Of course, I went in a little bit too heavy-handed. That was my own fault. I would say everything overall was a win. The Makeup by Mario product, there was no plumping in my personal opinion. The Kosas products, I would go up one shade in my personal opinion. And then the Ilia is just okay. Everything else though, I really love, and I feel amazing. I love you beauties. Stay happy, healthy, and safe, and be your own best beautiful. Bye beauties.